my day. I've been low-key for a while from over emotions. Gotta go, I smell the air and find a way. Can we just dance? Can we just dance and forget about it? I'm tired of the race. Can we just dance and forget about it? Let it all go, darling, let it all go. I just need to stop and have some fresh vibes in my head. Let it all go, darling, let it all go. I'm not trying to run, just need some fresh vibes coming my way. Coming my way. Coming my way. Can you feel the drum beat in your feet now? Let it grow and catch the flow, the rhythm shakes. It's been waiting for you right around the corner. For your mind and soul, just let it break. Can we just dance? Can we just dance and forget about it? I'm tired of the race. Can we just dance and forget about it? Let it all go, darling, let it all go. I just need to stop and have some fresh vibes in my head. Let it all go, darling, let it all go. I'm not trying to run, just need some fresh vibes coming my way. Coming my way. Coming my way. Can we just dance? come. The day that I know I'm in love. Will it feel warm and dry like a kiss in July? Will it chill down my bones? Will it cool like the snow? And I look at my window to see what the universe has in store for me. People passing by in the street will be smiling at me, 'cause they already know what it's like being in love. The sky starts to roll up its clouds, so the sun can't just stop hiding out. The windows will open and sing like birds that are spreading their wings. So every night I stare at the moon just to check if she's still looking blue. Don't know who you are yet, you seem a bit hard to get, but I know you're out there. I just wait for the day where the sky will spread open its clouds, so the sun can just stop hiding out. The windows will open and sing like birds that are spreading their wings. And I spot you right across the street, like a song that is playing just for me. We'll know and we'll smile as if we knew. All this time I was waiting for you. The sky will spread open its clouds, so the sun can just stop hiding out. The windows will open and sing like birds that are spreading, that are spreading.